The price of popularity. Zara discovered she was being erased on a Tuesday. Not physically. She still existed, walked the same hallways, attended the same classes. But socially, she'd become invisible. Her best friends since middle school, Nicole, Becca, and Sophie, had decided she was out. It started with unopened texts, then cancelled plans, then sitting at their usual lunch table to find it saved for someone else. The final confirmation came when she saw their group chat, the one she'd been in for 3 years, now existed without her. Screenshots showed them planning parties, sharing jokes, making weekend plans, all without Zara. What did I do? Zara finally confronted Nicole after English class. Nicole exchanged glances with Becca, then shrugged. Nothing specific. You're just different now. You don't fit anymore. Different how? I don't know. You're kind of boring. You don't wear the right stuff. You study too much. You're not fun anymore. Zara had been fun 2 months ago. She'd been part of the group, included, wanted. What had changed? Then she remembered the party at Jake's house. She'd refused to drink, refused to leave with some senior guys Nicole thought were hot. She'd called her dad to pick her up early, worried about her drunk friends. You told Jake's mom about the alcohol, Becca accused. That's why his parents came home early. I didn't. I left before anything happened. Whatever. You're not one of us anymore. Social exclusion isn't like physical bullying. There are no bruises to show, no threatening messages to screenshot, just the slow, suffocating removal from social belonging. The group chat renamed without her, the whispered conversations that stop when she approaches, the laughter she's not part of, the feeling of being visible yet unseen. At first, Zara tried to fix it. She changed her clothes, buying outfits like Nicole's. She stayed quiet about schoolwork, pretending not to care about grades. She ate lunch in bathroom stalls to avoid the humiliation of sitting alone. Her mom noticed. Why don't your friends come over anymore? They're busy. Zara, I'm fine. Everything's fine. But everything wasn't fine. Zara's grades started slipping. She stopped raising her hand in class, afraid of looking too eager, too different, too boring. She developed stomach aches every morning, her body physically rejecting the idea of another day being nobody. The breaking point came when she saw the Instagram post. Her former friends at the mall, where Zara used to shop with them every Saturday. The caption, "Squad complete," as if Zara had never existed. That night, Zara broke down to her mom. The whole story poured out. The exclusion, the deliberate erasure, the realization that the friends she'd trusted had decided she wasn't worth keeping. Her mom called the school, but what could they do? No one had physically hurt Zara. No one had sent threatening messages. They'd just stopped being her friend. Social exclusion lived in a gray area where schools often felt powerless. But Mr. Rivera, the guidance counselor, had a different perspective. This is relational aggression, he told Zara and her mom. It's bullying through social manipulation, and it's just as harmful as physical violence. He arranged a mediation session. Zara almost refused. Sitting in a room with girls who'd erased her sounded like torture. But Mr. Rivera insisted it wasn't about reconciliation. It was about accountability. In the mediation room, Nicole, Becca, and Sophie looked uncomfortable. They'd expected maybe a warning, maybe nothing. Not this formal process with a counselor taking notes. Zara, tell them how their actions affected you, Mr. Rivera prompted. Zara's voice shook. You made me feel worthless, like I could be replaced, erased, forgotten. You didn't just stop being my friends. You made sure I knew I wasn't wanted. That hurt more than anything physical ever could. We didn't hit you or anything, Becca protested. We just didn't want to hang out anymore. That's allowed. You're right, Mr. Rivera said. Ending friendships is allowed. But coordinated social exclusion with the intention to harm someone's social standing and emotional well-being crosses into bullying. The research is clear on this. He showed them studies on relational aggression, how excluded teens experience the same brain patterns as physical pain, how social rejection increases suicide risk, how deliberate isolation creates lasting trauma. This isn't just about hurt feelings, Mr. Rivera continued. Zara missed school. Her grades dropped. She showed signs of depression because you three made a choice to not just end a friendship, but to actively erase her from your social world. Sophie looked down, the first to show remorse. I didn't think it was that serious. I thought we were just moving on. Moving on is natural, Mr. Rivera agreed. But there's a difference between growing apart and deliberately excluding someone while making sure they know they're excluded. That Instagram post, Squad Complete, was designed to hurt Zara. Admit that. Silence. Then Nicole, quietly. Yeah, it was. I was mad about the party thing, and I wanted her to know we didn't need her. The mediation didn't result in renewed friendship. Sometimes relationships end, and that's okay. But it did result in an agreement. No more posts designed to showcase Zara's exclusion. No more coordinated avoidance. No more whisper campaigns. Just moving forward separately, without deliberately harming each other. More importantly, it validated Zara's experience. She wasn't crazy. She wasn't oversensitive. What happened to her was real, harmful, and qualified as bullying, even without a single physical touch. Zara found new friends, people who valued her for who she was, not who they wanted her to be. She joined the robotics club, discovering she loved engineering. She tutored younger students, finding purpose in helping others. A year later, Sophie apologized privately. Really apologized, not just because Mr. Rivera made her. She'd experienced similar exclusion from Nicole and Becca, and finally understood what Zara had gone through. I'm sorry I didn't speak up when you needed me to, Sophie said. I was scared of being next. I get it, Zara said. And she did. Fear of social exclusion is powerful. It's why people participate in relational aggression, even when they know it's wrong. The need to belong overrides the need to be kind. But Zara had learned something valuable. Belonging to the wrong group costs more than being alone. And true friends don't ask you to be smaller, quieter, or different to earn your place. Senior year, Zara gave a presentation on relational aggression during a school-wide assembly. She explained how social exclusion isn't just girl drama or normal friend stuff. She showed research on psychological harm. She taught students to recognize the difference between natural friendship evolution and deliberate social cruelty. You don't have to be friends with everyone, Zara concluded, but you do have to treat everyone with basic human dignity. That means not wielding inclusion like a weapon, not making someone feel like they're nothing just because they're not part of your group anymore. After graduation, Zara studied psychology, specializing in adolescent social development. She never forgot what it felt like to be erased, and she dedicated her career to making sure other students understood. Exclusion leaves scars, even when it leaves no visible marks. She kept one photo from those dark months, a selfie she'd taken in a bathroom stall during lunch, trying to smile through tears. Not because she enjoyed remembering the pain, but because it reminded her of her own resilience, of the girl who felt erased but refused to disappear. That girl had survived, had thrived, had turned her pain into purpose. And that was worth more than any Instagram squad post could ever be. Key facts. Relational aggression affects 48% of teens, especially girls, though boys experience it too. Social exclusion activates the same brain regions as physical pain. Victims of social exclusion show higher rates of depression and anxiety than victims of physical bullying. Many schools lack protocols for addressing non-physical bullying. Building multiple friend groups reduces vulnerability to social exclusion.